Good morning to everyone. Uh, in the previous class, means last class, we are going to discussing the very important topic is single acting and double acting actuators. How the single acting and double acting are really work. Okay. What are the parts is needed, components, everything detailed parts with video already we have seen. Today, very important topic is there. Okay, that is hydraulic circuit. Okay, as well as pneumatic circuit, motors, and classification of motor, then what is the applications of everything we need to understand today class is very important. I hope yesterday previous class we have discussed the design of hydraulic circuit. No problem, again I will play I will say I have a 5 minutes videos there, so you will understand both pneumatic as well as pneumatic. Okay, few of them are absent in the previous class also. For them it's a good. Okay, wait one more. Okay, Mahatesh has been joined. Okay, hello. Hello Matesh. Hello. Hello Matesh. Hello. Okay, no problem. So I would like to share the slide. Then you people will understand the better. So after that I will show the video also. Okay. Okay. This is a main hydraulic circuit. Is the design of hydraulic circuit. Are you able to see the screen? No, everyone. It is appearing clearly. PowerPoint slide is prepared. It is appearing clearly. It is appearing or not? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this whatever the circuit we are discussing in the previous class. Okay, those who are absent, for them again I am playing the 5 minutes videos there, because they have to understand this also, because this is very important in this topic. So I will cover this and will go for the next topic. So here the very important concept components are there: reservoir, filter is there, motor, pump. Okay, and very important thing is four-way two position manually operated spring loaded direct control valve is there. Again pressure gauge is there, shut off valve is there. Again cylinder is there, piston is there. So these are the main components. How it going to be work actually, the hydraulic circuit I'll play the video, then you people will understand better. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So something problem happened in the YouTube. Okay, no problem. So I would like to explain the whatever the slides is there, that then I will explain. I'll try to show the video also. See here the reservoir is there. Okay, in the reservoir we filled with a fluid. So that whatever the means fluid is going to be filled in the reservoir. Pump is going to attach here. With the help of the motor we are going to be rotating the pump. Okay, the pump is going to be whatever the is sucked from the reservoir. So that is before sucking the filter is there. It is filter bits after the whatever the unwanted particles are made separate, then the fluid going to be entered in the pump. Again this entered in the P section. See here P, and here R is there. P is a pump, through the pump. R is a receiver reservoir, and 1 and 2 is input, and 4 and is these two are the output. This is sometimes maybe a vice versa also. So because two-way fluid flow is there, so that's what here four-way two position, because two positions are there, the manually operated spring. first I would like to explain the one way, means left way of the fluid flow I will explain. So this is a pressure gauge. What amount of pressure is going to be happen in the fluid, that will show in the pressure gauge. Then shut off valve will be there, and pressure relief valve also there. If you want to any pressure is going to be variation takes place, you can able to control the pressure valve relief valve also. Here I would like to explain the how the hydraulic circuit is going to be work actually. So initially the now I started to explaining the hydraulic circuit working. So here reservoir filled with a fluid, the filter is going to be make a filter of that whatever the something unwanted particles is removed. Then the pump is going to be sucked that again sent from P to 1, then 1 to here going to be enter the cylinder. So this side of the cylinder we call as a blind end. Okay, Ratan Patil has been joined. Okay, one minute. So blind end of the cylinder, and this end of the cylinder we call as a rod end. Okay, and this is a main piston, and this is full cylinder. Okay, come to the first one, left way of entering from P to 1 is fluid is entered, again it is entered to the 3. So here the some amount of pressure is going to be created because the fluid is entered, high pressure of fluid is entered. So what will happen, this piston will start moving from blind end to the rod end. Okay, so what will happen here, again one more end, this side of the this is a double active cylinder. So here also fluid is there. What will happen, this fluid through this whatever the flow control valve with the integral check valve is, through this wall it comes like this, and it will be entered to and again entered to the reservoir and come and collect the reservoir in the first position. This is a actually left way of position. Then I show the right way of position means what. So just this is a pour way of, this is a position you have to change it because pour way 2 position manually operated spring loaded is there, no, this you have to change it. Then only you have to here spring is there, you have to press it here. What will happen, this whatever the pour way is there, no, it going to be moved this side. So P is going to be connected here. Okay, here you can able to see the X direction, means it look like a X. Okay, arrow mark directions are there. So this will move totally this portion. Okay, this P is going to be connected here and entered in this way 2. P is going to be directly connected 2. Okay, then it will enter this direction. The piston will start moving from rod end to the blind end. Again this 3 to 1, again this 1 is going to be connected here. Okay, 1 to R is going to be connected. This is a right way of fluid flow and left way of fluid flow. So okay, for this only I am going to be I would like to share the video, but the videos I think not 1 minute. I would like to check it. See here,
Hello, sir.
Hello, 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 Barmani.
Sir, that not working. That not working, sir.
Hello, Barmani. What happened?
Sir, that
Hello.
not working, no?
No, video is playing. No. Hello,
Nah,
Barmani.
sir, playing, but yeah, sir.
Video is playing. No. Hello.
No, sir. That now you stopped, sir. That
Now I stopped because you're talking something. No, that's what I stopped.
okay, okay. Start, sir.
Okay, I will play. Okay. After the video, you can call me. You can talk me. Okay? Hello, Barmani and all. Hello, please
Hello,
reply
sir.
me. Hello, Barmani.
Yes,
I think maybe you have joined
yes
late.
sir.
Okay. So I'm discussing today hydraulic circuit. Okay. Have you understand the video?
Okay, sir.
Have you understand the video? Hello.
Yes, sir. We also learn from this hydraulics in
Okay.
previous
Okay.
year,
Okay. Okay. There is no
previous
doubt.
semester.
Okay. Okay. No problem. No good thing. Good thing. But there is no doubt in this, no? Hydraulic circuit. Okay.
No.
Shall I go for new topic?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Pneumatic circuit I have to show. Okay. Today. Are you able to see the screen? This slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pneumatic circuit, this is also very important. Why I'm telling that? Because why I'm giving more concentration to the circuits, because these circuits, if you understand, so 50% of this model you will understand. Okay, so all the everything whatever the hydraulics and pneumatic we're going to be principle working based on this mechanism only. If you understand this mechanism, you will come to know that what actually really how the pneumatic and hydraulic should be work. Okay, that's what I'm giving preference to the design of pneumatic and circuit and hydraulic circuit. Just see here in the slide, very simple circuit I brought to you people. So compressor is there and air receiver is there. Here one more unit is there, FRL. So here FRL means three is there. One is filter and a regulator and a lubricant. He is a mixture of all the three. The combination of three. FRL unit is very important. F means filter, regulator, lubricant. Okay. So next Yogi has entered. Yogi, 1 minute. Okay, see here. So after the FRL, so here again same again whatever shown in the four-way two position, whatever the direction control valve is, same is there here. So P is a from the whatever the from the pump or you can compressor is going to become, no, that will enter, and R is receiver. See R is two time is there, P two time, because left way of envelope means left way, one side way of the fluid enter and right side way of the fluid enter is there. So this whatever the means here every means whatever it is similar to the hydraulic only, but thing is that here the silencer will be there. In that whatever the hydraulic is going to be collected after the using the fluid, it going to be collected in the reservoir. Okay, one receiver is there, that receiver through the receiver is going to be collected reservoir. But here directly the silencer we are going to fix it, because after the producing the whatever transmission of the whatever power production, after production of that what will happen, that whatever the gas is going to burn, it's going to be exit to the silencer. This video, this pneumatic video also I will show, then you will understand better. Okay, I would like to share the video. अरे यार Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Barmani, are understanding the both hydraulics and pneumatics?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are understanding both the things?
All the same, sir, but only their apparel circuit are used, no? Pneumatics.
Because what we're doing we are going to use the whatever the air no from the compressor high pressure air is coming no. For that purpose
Yes,
we
sir.
are going to use the FRL units extra. In that whatever the we are in that hydraulics we are going to use the reservoir because fluids we need to store no, because of the after collecting producing the power and before that we have to use the two reservoirs we are going to use for the collecting and for the inlet for the whatever the from the pump we are going to we should know that fluid is going to use from the reservoir. Okay, I think maximum 80% similar only. Okay, only means while seeing the whatever the manually operated everything that concept is same. Okay, but thing is that whatever the substance fluids and in that liquid here is gas. That is the main difference of the pneumatic as well as hydraulic. I hope you understand because this is very important concept. Okay, with video we are enjoyed to understand the pneumatic circuit as well as hydraulic circuit. I hope you understand. Shall I go for next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next very important topic is uh, what is motor. So motor, different types of motors and very important concept is there after the hydraulics and pneumatics. Another very important concept is pump. What is means related pump and related motors we are going to study in this model. So many different types of pumps, many different types of motors are there. So pumps we will discuss later. The first I would like to explain the concept is motor. So everyone knows that. I think already we have studied in the PUC as well as the high school as well as engineering also in the first year. Okay, maybe in the electronics, basic electronics, you have a subject. In that subject, you have studied the detailed part of the detailed everything about the motors as well as. Okay, still we will go through the definitions of the sentence. Few sentences I am going to be bring you people. So what is motor? Motor is an electric motor is an electrical machine that converts electrical energy into a mechanical energy. Means very important. Okay. 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 So electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy, so very important. So electric motor, if suppose in the exam they may ask what is motor, explain the unbalanced type of vane motors or balanced vane motors, something they will ask in the exam, maybe in the internal also. Okay, so in what time, in that time you have to define it. Electrical motor is it is a machine that converts electrical energy into a mechanical energy. Okay, I hope, because simple definition is there. Thing is that you have to keep in mind electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. Okay, so the what where we are going to apply the motor. So applications of electrical motor mainly includes blowers, fans, machine tools, pumps, turbines, power tools, alternators, compressor, rolling wheels, ships, movers, paper mills. All these are the main applications of the motors. So generally, because for your understanding purpose, basic things, because I am discussing the basic concept today. So because of your understanding purpose, I brought the few applications of the motor as well as definition of the motor. So I hope you understand. Shall I go for next topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very important concept is means we have to know that, because basic concept actually we have to understand that, then only we will get the idea about that. After the completion of engineering, maybe they ask in the interview questions and all this related to the pump as well as the motor, definitely they will ask, no doubt in that, because when the hydraulics, pneumatic, motor, pump, these four concepts are very important for the knowledge point of view as well as the examination point of view. So few basic concept I brought you people. So classification of motor, how the different types are there, how we going to classifying. So two classification mainly, one is DC motors and one is AC motors. So DC means direct current motors and alternative current motors. So in the DC again two sub the classification is there. One is brushless and one more is brushed. Okay, in the types of motors two are there, DC, AC. Again DC brushless, brushed. In the brushed again, series wound, shunt wound, compound wound, permanent magnet. So thing is that we don't want to study deeply, okay, deeply we don't want to study, but at least we have to idea about the motors and all. Okay, in the subject we are having a different machines, motors we are having. So with a diagram, and I will explain in the next class, no problem. But today class you have to understand the classification or types of motors. Okay, in the AC motors two are there, synchronous and asynchronous. Okay, in that asynchronous there's two are there, single phase and three phase. After the classification we are discussing, one question will going to arise to common question will arise to everyone. Okay, so for the DC motors application means where we are going to applying the, which are the equipments, which are the devices going to be run through the DC motor, then what are the devices going to be used for the running the AC motors. That question will arise, because where actually we are going to use in the DC motor, where actually we are going to use in the AC motor. DC and AC we have a little bit confusion. Because of that confusion, I'll be preparing one more slide. So very important, where actually DC motor is going to be used. Okay, in the household, and where actually we are going to use in that blower and fans, centrifugal pump and reciprocating pump. Already we have a FM fluid mechanics lab. We are having a lab. In that lab we are going to having a blower experiment is there, as well as centrifugal pump, reciprocating pump. These are the pumps experiments are there in the fluid mechanics. Yes or no? So these are the application of all DC motors. And lathe machine in the machine shop, in the 4th semester or maybe 3rd semester you have a machine shop lab is there. That machine shop lab is also working, whatever the lathe machines works with the help of the direct current motors only. And machine tools, okay, whatever the tools, okay, we're going to use in the machine shop lab, that whatever is that to help of the DC motors only. And milling machine and drilling machine in the machine shop lab, whatever the operations we are doing, maybe a drilling, maybe a milling, in the lathe, different operations. Okay, whatever operations we are going to be happen in the machine shop lab, that is the means. Not only that I mentioned, why I mentioned, because we are the technical student, because of that only I mentioned only blower and fans. Even go for the household and many things we are going to use, but because I am not mentioning that, because we are engineering students, at least we have to know the related mechanical only. That's what I mentioned only, drilling machines and lathe machines, centrifugal pump, reservoir pump and fans, because this application maybe after the completion of engineering they may ask in the interview also sometimes. Okay, in the based on the reciprocating pumps and centrifugal how we going to work, that they may ask in the this questions. And one more slide is, I hope you understand this application of DC motors. Okay, so application of AC motors. Okay, this is also very important, where we are going to actually apply. So one word I would like to say, that applications of AC motor, alternating current motors. Okay, this is we are going to mainly use it for the large and industrial purpose. Okay, even the industrial and large purpose we are going to use synchronous and asynchronous motors also we are going to use. And single phase and three phase supply are used in the AC motors. Okay, in the big capacity of the motors, okay, 10 HP and 15 HP and all horsepower and all big motors we are going to use for the large and industrial purpose. So these are the means today what is my intention to discuss. So I need to discuss the hydraulic circuit with neat sketch, as well as whatever the working principle, as well as the pneumatic circuit, as well as the definition of motor, what is the application of that, then what is the classification of motor, what is the AC DC motors, then where we are going to actually use as a DC motor, as a AC motor. These are the concept. Okay, these are the concept today we are going to discuss. Okay, I hope you understand everyone all the slide. Hello, please anyone reply me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think very basic concept is there. So tomorrow classes, means next class I would like to explain the unbalanced vane pump, vane motor and balanced vane motors. Okay, external gear motors, very important concept is there for the mechanical engines especially. So with the diagram, that working principle, with video I came with the next class. Okay, please try to attend regularly all the classes with a high strength. It's a good for you only. Those who are attending today, for you people, thanks for the attending. Okay, hello Barmani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Means, are you understanding today? No, today class you understanding? No?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. No problem. Thanks for attending, everyone. Thanks for that. So I am going to be end the today class. Okay. Thanks for attending. Okay.